This is Off-Road Haven, where I make videos about everything off-road. So today, for my first video, I'm going to be doing a review on the Vitacci Pentora UT250. Okay, so there are some problems. Mainly, it's pretty good. So first of all, my rear brake, the bracket, if you come around here, the bracket or the caliper came off because the bracket snapped. Okay. You come up here, the throttle is different from most ATVs. It's a weird shape, and then also it's a lot smaller, so that's why I got a thumb extension. For this type of ATV, I would recommend definitely getting a throttle extender because your thumb gets really sore, especially on this one because it is very small. Okay, over here, your lights, your kill switch, your starter, and your choke, it's a little loose, but you can tighten that probably. Okay, the clutch lever, it is loose, pretty loose, and you can't really tighten it. So that, and then also, this doesn't really come up as much as you would want being the rider, so you can see it well, but that's okay. And one of the main problems is it takes a lot longer to get to ride because this ATV takes a lot longer to warm up than most. And also, for warming it up, the choke, normally you can just let it go and it'll stay there. On this one, I'm not sure if it's on all of these, but on this one at least, the choke won't stay out. It keeps shutting by itself. So you can't just leave it going until you get until you get warm enough to where you can let the choke go down to here. And also, when you are ready to shut, the only problem with having it like this is that with it here, you have to push it shut. You can't just kind of right here and then just flick it and have it go. But that's just personal opinion. Okay, so now we are going to switch off to my dad and he will show some more of the specifics.
So overall, it's a great vehicle for the price and compared to like a Yamaha or a Honda, but you do have to assemble it, and installation requires stuff like putting on the 4 wheels and axle hubs, which weren't too hard. A couple modifications I had to do out of the box because they didn't come right was, for instance, the footwell here. I had to cut the actual footwell for the rear brake pedal to go down because this was a solid piece of plastic, and the rear brake, it wouldn't even fit on until I cut it off. Again, I had to do that on the other side also. For the gear shifter would hit, so I had to cut out the plastic right here so you could shift gears. About the only other issue I had during assembly was mounting the front rack to the front bumper here. Normally you would put bolts through these 2 holes that came pre-drilled, but they didn't line up with the bars, with the holes and spaces in the bars, so I had to drill extra holes here and here to install and mount the front rack to the front bumper so it doesn't vibrate or move. Okay,
So now I'm gonna warm it up and show you what it looks like from a third-person perspective on riding it. So we will catch you once it's warmed up. Here, you're going to take your key, put it in, and turn it to on, and you'll see the light come on if you're in neutral. Then, if you're in neutral, you don't obviously have to hold the clutch. And then right here, you have your starting trigger. And there you go. closer look on here, this is your choke, this is your start switch, this is your kill switch, this is your low beams and high beams, this is no lights, parking lights, and headlights. Okay, so that's warmed up here. I can hold it out. Now I'm going to show you how it is right. So, this ATV has 4 gears with reverse. So here, you go down in the first, second, third, and fourth. Here you have neutral and then your reverse. And then on this ATV, you do have a fuel cutoff switch. Okay. And it can top out around 50. Because it's a 250, but with Chinese ATVs, it's a lot less, so it's actually about 200. And for me, being 150 pounds, riding it at top speed is about 40 miles an hour. Okay, that is all on this episode. Catch you later.